wanted to holler at y'all real quick and kind of break down our Dominion personal management philosophy going forward. Now, for those of you who have been with me for a little while, you understand that we had a PMP in the past, and we've adjusted it, we've updated it, because things are different now. So we gotta move with the times. We gotta adjust with the advancements. So the new formula is 80-40-140 plus 842 PP plus 248 equals F. Now, for the new people that are watching this, you're probably wondering, what on earth am I talking about? And some of the older folks, you're probably saying, okay, I probably forgot the old one, so I'm not quite sure what this new one stands for. No worries. That's what I'm here for. I'm going to break it down for you. So let's get right into it. But before we get into the PMP, we got to talk about our vision and our mission. So let's talk about our vision. Our vision is to forge a path of prosperity, leadership growth, and upliftment for all, to cultivate a mindset that transcends perceived limitations and empowers individuals to reach heights they once thought unattainable, to inspire a global transformation that redefines how humanity perceives itself and its purpose in existence. See, I wanted to come up with a vision that encompassed something greater than just making money. I wanted a vision that encompassed just, more than just, hey, buying a new car, buying this, and doing things just for ourselves. See, your vision has to be something greater. So that's the vision for our organization. Now, our mission is to have the most lives changed through success in the financial services industry. We want to change a lot of lives, to produce the highest number of million-dollar earners from the Dominion Resurgence hierarchy in Xperia Financial Group. For the Dominion Resurgence hierarchy to help the largest number of families overcome the most stressful financial challenges they are facing. To impact thousands of charities and nonprofit organizations through our giving efforts as a Dominion Resurgence hierarchy. And finally, for the Dominion Resurgence hierarchy to help millions of people understand how the game of money is played and how to play it properly. See, our vision and our mission are pure. It's not self-centered. It's not about us just becoming the greatest ever and nobody else is getting things done. The goal is to impact the world and to be a change maker, a change deliverer. So now let's talk about the Dominion Resurgence personal managed philosophy, because in order for us to accomplish those things, we have to have this management philosophy and we have to have a strategy to accomplish that. So we're going to talk, like I said earlier, 80-40-140 plus 842 PP plus 248 equals F. So let's talk about each one of these elements, okay? So 80 is the number of licensed agents in the agency. 40 is new agency recruits monthly. We want to have 40 a month. 140 means 140K, 140,000 of production of life insurance premium produced every month through our agency. Now, 8 stands for having 8 active financial associates do $5,000 in premium personally every month. The 4 is 4 active senior financial associates doing $10,000 of personal production monthly every month, each one of them. The 2 stands for 2 active licensed senior managers producing $20,000 each of life insurance production every month. And the PP stands for personal production of the executive director, meaning myself, $20,000 of personal production every single month. Now, the other 248 are when you become an executive director. This is the goal for those that are already executive directors or people who aspire to become an executive director. We want to have 2 first-generation executive directors. That means 2 executive directors who came directly through your agency. So 2 first-generation EDs replicating the 80-40-140-842 PP. All right. We want to have 4 second generation. That's those on the first generation. They produce executive directors. So we want 4 second generation executive directors doing those same numbers. And then on the 8 stands for 8 third generation EDs doing those numbers. All right. And that equals freedom. So each one of these elements is explained and each one of these is important. But it all begins with growing our organization, making sure people are really understanding how to help families, how to make money, and how to train and teach others. Now, the key elements are focus on building. I just mentioned this. We have to focus on building, because that's the only way you're going to truly get the full benefit of it. If you're not licensed, you got to get licensed. If you're licensed, you got to get contracted. And if you're contracted, you got to get good at understanding the PMP. You got to learn the system. You got to really take the time necessary to master it. Become that master copy, because you can't be a trainer without being a master copy. And then you can't replicate the system effectively if you're not a master copy. So now let's talk about the money. See, the reason these numbers were selected, because it's a part-time revolution here at Experior. See, I want you to think about this. If you are an FA, your minimum monthly premium goal is $5,000. If you're a SFA, your minimum monthly goal is $10,000. If you're a SM, your minimum monthly goal is $20,000, and ED is the same as a SM, $20,000. Now, let's take a look at why that's important. If our organization has 8 financial associates doing $5,000 of premium per agent with an average of $1,800 in annualized premium, the amount of money that you as a FA team will earn collectively is $18,915, which is $2,364 per FA. That's per agent. So now if you have 4 senior financial associates and each of you do $10,000, that's $30,625 that is swirling around the FAs, which equates to $7,656 per SFA. And then for the senior managers doing $20,000, that equates to $36,000 of income between the two of you, meaning that you are each earning $18,000 per month. And this is all part-time. So the production that comes from that is $120,000 of total production. And the amount of team cash that is being produced amongst FAs, SFAs, and SMs is $85,540. That's the amount of money that's swirling around, that's being put into the bank accounts of the team. See, I want you as a team to make money. I want you to have a lot of money coming into your bank account. See, our emphasis with this PMP is making sure that we focus on helping people get team cash developed. We want to get you some team income. We want to increase that team cash month over month as much as possible. But at minimum, we want $85,540 to be swirling around in the agency. Now, obviously, I'm the executive director, and any other executive director, we're not just going to be sitting on the sidelines just twiddling our thumbs. We're going to be working as well. So we're going to put in $20,000. But because we override the agency, not only do we make our income, but our override and income combination equates to $59,000 that we earn in a month. Now, if you are an SM, SFA, or FA and you see that I earn $59,000 in a month, don't you want to do that as well? Of course you do. Because if you can go from making $2,000 to $7,000 to $18,000 to $59,000, wouldn't you want to do that? But then wouldn't you want others to do that as well? So that's where we get to the next level of this. We're talking about replication through third generation. We're talking about making sure that not just you making a bunch of money, but you're training people so they can get to the point where they make $59,000. So let's say you had 2 people that you brought up from the ranks and you showed them how to become an executive director, and they replicated the numbers. They replicated everything that you did. That's $280,000 of production. You override $39,200 and your bonus is $16,800. That's $56,000 that you'll make on your first generation EDs. Now, because on the second generation, your percentage is lower, the production would be higher because you have more more EDs. Instead of 2, you have 4. So you're doubling the production on that level. But because your percentage is half of that, which is 7%. See, your 14% is your percentage on the first generation, 7% is your percentage on the second generation. But because it's half of that, even though it's greater production, you make the same money because the percentage is half, it's 7%. But see, on the third generation, because it's lower than that, it's 3%. You have 8 executive directors. That's 1.2 million of production. Your override is 36,000, and then your bonus is 18,000. So you make 54,000. So you make a little bit less than the other 2 levels, but it's still right there. So you make $166,000. Remember, this is a month. This is not annual. This is a month of income as an executive director who promotes executive directors. See, the bottom line is freedom comes when you have a team that has good team cash monthly, and your team is happy and they're following the system that you train them in, and constantly monitor for integrity and adherence, because in order to keep everything pure, you have to make sure that everything stays the same. So not only do you have a team of money-making agents, you as the agency owner, from your agency makes $59,000. Through third, you make $166,000, which is $225,000 a month, which equates to $2.7 million. That's if all of those numbers just stayed the same. That's not growing month over month. That's everything staying the exact same month after month after month after month. That's $2.7 million of annual income. Now, it's called freedom because if you made $2.7 million, could you do more things? Could you live a better life? Could you have a little bit more fun? Could you enjoy? See, that's the point. See, with consistency, dedication, and accountability, that can be achieved within a 4 to 5 year time span. I want you to think about this as I wrap this up. If you've worked your job for 10, 15, 20 years, and you haven't gotten to the point where you make 2.7 million, would you want to? Even if you make 6 figures, would you want to make 7? And not just a million, double, multiple 6 figures, multiple 7 figures, multiple 7 figures. See, that's the point. See, if you follow the system, if you embrace the personal management philosophy, if you embrace it, you absorb it, embrace it, and you believe in it, and you put it into practice, it's a guarantee that in the next 4 to 5 years, and that's with no growth. If we have even 5% growth month over month, you can do it in a year and a half. Now, I don't want you to think that, oh my goodness, this is a get-rich-quick cipher. No, this is genuine work where you're going to have to elevate your personal skill set, elevate your mindset, and then you have to bring people on and help them do the same thing. This is real work, but from the work, I promise you, it'll change everything that you have going on financially. So teammates, I'm excited that you got a chance to understand this PMP. I really want you to really watch this video 5, 6, 7 times, 10 times, 20 times. I think you should watch it at least once a week so you can keep on track and understand that this is not just, oh my God, a one and done situation. This is our philosophy as a hierarchy, as an agency, as an organization. This is how we run things going forward forever. So master it, understand the numbers, and I promise you, if you adhere to it, you follow it, and you don't deviate, we as a team are going to make some amazing things happen in a short amount of time. So teammates, man, I'm super fired up. I hope you are as well. Man, let's make some big things happen in a short amount of time, and let's live the life that we endeavor, that we imagine. Peace out, teammates.